I have to say is this is a sweet dessert that's crusty on the outside, soft and mushy in the middle, and it's called milfy. That's all I have to say. Good afternoon and welcome to the city of Ruse, Bulgaria. This is the 5th largest city in the country of Bulgaria. It's known and visited hugely by tourists for the 19th and 20th century architecture that we're going to see throughout the entire city. There's a lot of old stuff to see. Even a monument holding a gun. So let's walk around the city of Ruse and check out some of the incredibly old architecture. So I'm doing my exploring a little differently because I've arrived here in Ruse on a Friday night and I arrived literally an hour ago, about 7 p.m. My train was a little bit late. I've decided to come to the main walking street right away to do my street project. If it's successful, I'll do it again on Saturday. So I'm currently on the main walking street called Alexandrovska Street. Pedestrian walking street. It is about 8 p.m. now, so it's starting to pick up slowly. Well, you know you're on the right street when you have a tourist train going by. That's always a good sign. I just gotta find the best spot without doing any research. It's just a guessing game. Well, I mean this respectfully, but I found a really busy spot, lots of people walking by. It is Friday night, everyone's going out. But for my 8 cities across Bulgaria, I think this one's gonna win as, well, the most boring Bulgarians I've seen. They're walking by so slow with their eyes down, just kind of dopey, droopy. Well, it took almost 2 hours and finally some people are starting to look. But there's a huge language barrier here. I'd say 80% of the people don't speak a word of English, so let's hope they read my Bulgarian sign. So because I arrived on a Friday night, I decided to do my street project Friday, Saturday. It is now Sunday afternoon, so the whole city is closed. All the shops are shut down, so it's pretty quiet on the streets. A good time to walk around, take some shots. Ruse tourist sites. I must say I do love when they have maps with all of the street names. That helps a lot. And they don't have it in English, they actually have it in Bulgarian. That also helps when you're walking around looking at the street signs. And there's photos of things to see. The regional library. That building there is the Regional Historical Museum. While this little seahorse is being kinky, he's shooting the water, boop, and her butt crack. and she likes it. Largest Bulgarian city on the Danube. So that river right across from the Danube, boom, is Romania, where I'm heading next. A well-known nickname for this city is Little Vienna. So for the next little while I will be walking along the river, the Danube River, and as you can see the land across the river, that is Romania. There is a Roman fort that I wanted to see, but it is closed Sundays and Mondays. I was planning on leaving Tuesdays, so if I don't get a chance to see it, well, at least we saw the sign. And the fort is right down the hill. Well, I checked one of the gates and it was open. So I don't know if they forgot to lock it or if I'm illegally exploring the fort. Well, there's not much to see, just some tidy old ruins of the fort kind of buried in the trees, and there's one of the old lookout towers. Here is the outdoor amphitheater. This yellow building here is actually my hotel for 4 nights. Well, not really. It's in the building, but on the little side door you can see there, the hostel in the back. So there is an actual ferry service that runs around the corner there on the left, and it actually runs down the Danube River. I don't know if it actually goes to Romania or just further down to Bulgaria, but there's the ferry there. Not only is it a Sunday and everything's closed, but it's 40 degrees and really sticky, so nobody's out at all. I'm the only idiot walking around. As you can see down below, the promenade that walks along the river, it is very brown grass. It's been incredibly hot for the last month apparently. I remember this artwork. I saw the exact same thing in Sofia. Well, let's take these stairs down below and walk along the water. This train looks like it's full of all recycled materials, all metal. I believe it's all metal and steel. No, that does not read pike. It actually is spelled R-U-S-E. Ruse. As well as all the sexy old men in Speedos. This is where they hang out. Hey ladies, you want to come here? My map is labeling this massive building that's running right along the river as Ruse Mega Mall, but it says closed. That is a big ass mall to shut down. The old Ruse Transport Museum. Here's that same map. I've done the History Museum and all of this stuff down here. Now walking all along the river. Up there you can see you are here at the train station. Yeah, let's keep going. Well, it's good to see not as much graffiti in this city as some of the other cities, but oh, I spoke too soon. Well, at least the messages are getting much more clear. I do like this one. Masterpiece, trying to masterpiece. And there it is, way in the distance, the bridge to Romania. Well, it's now time to leave the promenade area, cut through some random little path in the bushes, and try and get to Youth Park, which is the biggest park in the city. So I've entered Youth Park from the far east end. I'm going to walk all the way through to the west, back towards the center. This in front of you is the Rosarium. Somehow with excessive heat and zero rain, these roses are still blooming. So that monument right there ends Youth Park and begins the huge walking street. I'm going to do half the walking street now and half of it tomorrow. All I have to say is this is a sweet dessert that's crusty on the outside, soft and mushy in the middle, and it's called milfy. That's all I have to say. Well, that concludes half of the walking street. Because it is a Sunday evening, I'm actually going to work a couple hours. As you can see, this is the main square in front of me. I will document this tomorrow. I'm doing the street project and a couple of students stopped and they decided that they're going to help this guy, boom, and another girl on the other side. So they're stopping all the people and they're telling them what's going on. And now everyone's interested. All of a sudden it changed everything. It helps when you have a translator. Holy cow. They're literally running up and grabbing people and saying, come over, look at this, buy a photo. It's nuts now. I must say this, it is too hot and too humid with no wind, 40 degrees. Oh my God, it's so sticky here. Sorry Bulgaria, you are exactly like the Gulf countries. Oh. One thing I've definitely noticed with my time in Ruse is everything is old. I don't mean old as in historic old, I mean old as in no maintenance. There's weeds growing everywhere, things falling apart, broken tiles and holes and potholes, and a lot of the other cities were actually quite maintained, but not this one. This is totally falling apart. Maybe there's not many tourists that come here, so they just sort of gave up on spending money. But this is one of the lookout points, probably the only elevated lookout point. So once again, everything on the other side of the river there is Romania. You can see all of these buildings are downtown Ruse, and everything beyond that is the country of Romania, which I will be heading to next in the next 2 days. That street right there is the main street, brings you right downtown, and that tower, clock tower, is the train station. Welcome to Arena Ruse. And next to the arena is City Stadium. Sitting randomly in the middle of the city, they got some outdoor beach volleyball. Well, once upon a time this was an outdoor swimming pool, but now it is an outdoor swamp. Welcome to the park of the Bulgarian national rival. Finally, some shade. Well, I definitely found my favorite park in the city. Lots of trees, which equals lots of shade and lots of green. This building here is the Pantheon of National Revival Heroes. This building here used to be the Royal Civic Center. Now it's completely shut down. And this little guy here is called violins. I'm now in the heart of Ruse in the main square. Lots of beautiful buildings to see here. However, I think it's best to show you at night. But don't worry, nighttime will be here in 3, 2, 1. I forgot to mention, that is the Court of Law building. The Ruse Opera House.
Може да не паднеш тук, моля те.
Well, this rather unattractive building is the Municipality Center. Definitely not the most attractive building in the city, that's for sure. Because of the excessive humidity during the day, this is more of a nighttime city for sure. After 9 o'clock, everybody comes out. Well, keeping with the tradition of all Bulgarian cities, the most famous, popular, busiest place is Happy Bar and Grill. It's 10:30 on a Monday night, and Happy is absolutely packed.
Беря, брат, ему дешам.